Hi, Middle Georgia. This is Jean with Middle Georgia Regional Library. Welcome to our ebook chat. We will be here every Friday while the library is closed to the public to share books that we've enjoyed that we think you'll love too. The best thing about these books is that they'll all be available as ebooks, so you can check them out while we're sheltering in place. We're currently offering digital library cards. You can apply for them online. So if you don't already have a library card or a way to check out these books now, you can get a library card, get started at biblib.org. For tutorials, if you already have a library card, if you want to get started using ebooks, you can visit our RB Digital tutorial, which I will post a link to right now. That's for if you already have a library card, but you have not yet gotten set up using RB Digital, you can go ahead and use that link. Don't use it right now because you'll miss our ebook chat. But once we're done, I recommend that you get started there. And again, if you already have a library card, but you're having trouble getting set up, you're having trouble getting logged in, or maybe if you're otherwise your library card is not working the way it should, you can email us help@biblib.org, and we would love to help you do that. So the book that I'm going to talk about today is an ebook. All the books that we'll talk about on our ebook chat, as that implies, are ebooks. So that means that you can check them out even though our physical locations are closed to the public. And I know different people have different kinds of comfort reading. And for me, my comfort reading is fantasy. So last weekend, when I was looking for something new to read, I went on our ebook site, RB Digital, and I found a uh, fantasy book called The Library at Mount Char. And you can guess what interested me in this book is the fact that it has the word library in it. So I checked out the book, and it turned out it was exactly the kind of escapist fantasy book that I was looking for. It is about a woman named Carolyn who is a librarian in her 30s. Oh my gosh, that's like my life story, but not really, because Carolyn was adopted by a mysterious and cruel man that they call father, along with 11 other children. So there are 12 of them total, and he raised them all to be librarians. Except instead of the kind of librarians that we have at Middle Georgia Regional Library, like a children's librarian or a technology librarian or a genealogy librarian, these are librarians who specialize in languages or animals or the future or murder. We do not have a murder librarian at Middle Georgia Regional Library, and I, for one, am glad. But Carolyn and her siblings are cast out of the library, much like we are now, when their mysterious father disappears. And Carolyn and her siblings square off against each other and against the world to determine who will inherit the powers of the library. And they fight against packs of wild dogs, lions, Lovecraftian kind of horrors, and so much more. I think you'll really like this book. It does have quite a bit of action, violence. So if that is not your cup of tea, you might want to check out a different book, and we'd love to help you find that book. But I really enjoyed The Library at Mount Char, and I highly recommend it. If you can't check out that one, I have a few others that I've also enjoyed that I think might be a great fit. One of them is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. If you haven't read that one, it is one of the 100 most popular science or fantasy books of all time. And it's another one that is set in a world very much like ours, but with an unseen reality that the characters fall into and discover. Another one is The Magicians. If you like the idea of people learning about at a magical school, and it's kind of another dark fantasy, urban fantasy set in a world like ours, but with magic. And I really enjoyed that book as well. And then lastly, The Last Days of Jack Sparks by Jason Arnott. And this one is one where the character enjoys is looking for mysterious knowledge, and he disappears, and all that's left is a video to figure out what that mysterious knowledge may have done to him. So these are some of the books that I recommend. They're available right now as ebooks. If any of them are checked out, they were when I looked them up, they were available. But if any of them are checked out now, I recommend clicking a place hold. The great thing about ebooks is that there are no overdues. And so if you place a hold on it, as soon as the last person's checkout is done, you'll receive the book. And so it's very seamless. It's also great because you don't have to worry about returning books to the library. You can stay safe and shelter in place. If you'd like additional recommendations based on your reading preferences, feel free to comment on this post, send us a message, or email us at help@biblib.org. Otherwise, we'll be back next week when another staff member will share the books that they have enjoyed. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, stay at home if you can, and keep reading.